Alright guys, so today we're tying the fatback wiggler. I tied this fly a couple weeks ago, and since then that's all I've been throwing. It's just been hammering fish. Everything from peacock bass to snook to redfish to tarpon. It's a really great fly and it's super easy to tie. So I got my hook wrapped. To start off, you want to use the Magnum strips or rabbit strips by Hairline Dubbin. And the length on these strips really depends on what you're fishing for. Make this a little snook fly. So I've got, it's not a scientific way to measure, but I always just use my vise to kind of get my flies consistent. But anyways, so you see how there's that white strip there? Just kind of make it even on your shank and push both sides down. Both of there's the tag end sides, you know. And you just want real nice tight wraps on this. And I found that to keep this from wrapping around your hook while you're fishing, you kind of want to bring it down a little to the curve of the hook. Perfect. So now I'm using raccoon hair. Marabou works just as good. Just what I have. Take a small pinch of it, like so. Maybe even smaller, actually. And kind of comb it out with your hands. Now to get a nice clean tie, take this excess stuff right here, cut it off, and put it right on the top of the shank here. And give yourself a couple wraps just to make sure you're even on both sides. It's just a high tie. And bring it all the way back to your rabbit tail. Keeping it nice and tight. And we're going to do that 2 more times. Now, any color is good. Sometimes if I'm making a lot of these, I won't use this and I'll just paint or use a Sharpie. But I've got this red Flashabou here. Go ahead and cut you off a strip. And tie it in right on the front of the hook, running horizontally. Just something to hold it there. I kind of bring it up to that first lump right there and start wrapping. So now that we've got it wrapped, I take this Deer Creek fine UV resin and just give it a little glaze. 1, this kind of helps with the longevity of the fly, and 2, it adds a very realistic, almost skin color to the fly, which is very nice. This stuff is no tack, so it doesn't leave any fingerprints on it. If you were to handle it, it works wonders. So just hit it with the light real quick. Alright, and now we're almost done. gonna take my scissors and kind of trim out just the excess stuff underneath the fly here. Beautiful. Alright, pink and white seems to be working very good where I am, but you could do any color. Again, this is raccoon hair. Just take a very small strip. Something like this right there. Cut it at the base. Comb it out with your fingers. Cut this stuff off once more. And tie it on. With this one, I think I'm only going to do 2. I've been doing 3. Well, actually, I did one with 2 the other day and caught just as many fish. So, if it doesn't work, I'll switch back to the 3. Alright, so you can wrap it again with the Flashaboo. What I do is I take my pen and ink it up. And then put some cement on it. Alright, so your cement's dry. We're going to put some eyes on it. Nice and even on both sides. And I would be using Zap right now, but as you can see, I need to run to the store and get some more. The little thing that it comes out of snapped. But what we're going to do is take this fine UV resin by Deer Creek, and I do this either way. Start on the bottom, and we used it before on the body, remember, so I want to start where I left off and put it in between the eyes. Hit it real quick. Perfect. And again on the top. And with the top, you want to kind of pinch this fur right here, because what this UV is going to do is hold that fur where it needs to be. Your wrap should be already doing that, but it's just kind of extra security. Alright, and there we have it. Super simple to tie, very effective. You know, it's kind of mind-blowing to think something like this would be hammering fish the way it does, but I mean, this thing is just killer. Killer fly, great action, very easy to throw. Last night I ran into some instances where the tail would get wrapped, and I found that after every 5 casts I just kind of want to make sure my tail's good, and how you're casting too affects if this is getting wrapped up, but it really doesn't. But yeah, beautiful fly, great action. Definitely something you should have in your fly box.